Hey guys, it's TJJK's, and since school's starting up again, I thought I would just make a video about my AP art portfolio that I did when I was in my senior year of high school. I got a 5, which I think is the top score. Honestly, don't worry, it's not that hard to get a 5. There's just little things they're looking for, like consistency, cohesiveness, specifically for your concentration. And for my concentration, my theme was Black Youth. So yeah, let's get into it. I thought I'd read my artist statement because for your concentration, you do have to have an artist statement, which basically just kind of like give them a little more understanding, like the College Board people, give them a little more understanding into what your portfolio is about. So mine says, my portfolio centers on the experience of Black youth growing up in America. It explores the social, political, and psychological factors that affect identity, as well as the journey from shame to acceptance, which myself and many other young Black people experience. My work asks the question, how can society influence cultural identity? Through my art, I have learned to see past social conformity to form my own unique identity that I can be confident and prideful in. And yeah, it's not like you have all these like big art words, or like it doesn't have to be really deep. Like it can be something like I saw some girls do like their concentration was like light and stuff. But it's easier to, for me, I thought it was easier to do like a topic, like a social topic, or like just something tangible, so it's like experience for me is easy to paint because it's more, I feel like that way, instead of doing something that's like so clean cut, it makes it not as hard for them to judge, because like they can't really say what I'm actually like. I put the meaning to the piece, instead of just it being straight up like, oh, this is a freaking painting of a piece of fabric, onto my concentration. So I don't know if they've changed it since, but the concentration is 12 pieces, and then you have, or up to 12 pieces, but you can have some of them be what's it called, like detail shots, and then you have 12 breaths. I hate saying that word. And so the first one, I honestly don't remember the titles of any of these. I'm pretty sure I titled them all, but I don't know. The first one is this one. It is, and yeah, another thing is a visual element that goes through all of your concentration. It's really good and an easy way to like make it look cohesive. For me, it's like this pattern here, which in some pieces I didn't do, but I think it's the fact that there's in most of them, or like there is some type of element in the background is like what is like, it's okay. But yeah, so it's this piece, and it basically is just a hand with a paintbrush, and all this is an acrylic. And yeah, it's basically just almost like the concept, I guess, would be like whitewashing, you know what I mean? But yeah, there wasn't really anything that deep in it. I literally just thought of it and did it. If there's a deeper meaning, I don't know. And then the second piece is this one. This is the one I do remember the name of because I thought of the name before I made it. So this one's called like Get Out of My Hair. And I just prefer to use a lot of complementary colors and stuff. And yeah, so yeah, like red and green, and yeah, again, that consistent element. I can't really see the light, is like, yeah. And so I just like, because it basically is about the topic of how people like touch Black people's hair all the time, because then it gets this weird, cool, exotic thing, or like they just feel like it's almost like we're like in a petting zoo. They think it's okay that they can just go up without saying anything and touch our hair, which I literally hate, and that's basically this. So if you don't know, these are little white people in the head living in this hair. Your concentration, it's okay to keep the same medium, which honestly is preferred to do the same medium for like most of it, but it's your breath that you want to show that you can do pretty much anything. And this one, she's a big girl. It is, oh my gosh, I literally don't know if it's in the camera, but this, yes, she's huge. This one is a acrylic painting of Okoye from Black Panther. And this was, I think, the first one I did this semester, that first semester of senior year. My concentration, I pulled pieces that I made before, like, or I started working on it the summer before my senior year. But yeah, so this one is just Okoye. I really wanted, it was like right after Black Panther came out, so I really wanted to do a Black Panther piece, and it's just in, again, complementary colors. This is my favorite pairing of complementary colors, orange and blue. But yeah, so it's just her in monochromatic, like orange, and then this is the first time I did this on it, so I thought, okay, I'll just keep this through all the pieces. But yeah, it was honestly, this is my favorite. Like, I'm honestly so proud of this one. Like, and I just really like painting on really big canvases. This one, I do a lot of mine on canvas paper, just because it was cheaper than buying a whole bunch of canvases all the time. Yeah, so this one, I did this, this is one of the last ones I made, when I literally needed like 2 more things left in my concentration, and it's just a couple pictures that I found on Pinterest that I like took the inspiration, like merged them together. That's like how I kind of do things. I like see pictures or things I have inspiration, and I'll like make almost like a collage of them or take elements from them. And yeah, this literally nothing. Like, she is so surface level. I don't even know. I had to make up some BS reason for what this means for my class. But yeah, again, I like orange and blue. But yeah, she's honestly kind of ugly. I really hate this. I did it in like a day. And this one is one I literally did in like 30 minutes. Again, on canvas paper. And it's like, honestly, your concentration doesn't have to be that deep. You can just pretend like it is. That's how I do most of my art. Honestly, there's very few things that I do that I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be some like in-depth like allegory to like something. No, like honestly, half the times it's like comes out afterwards, after you're already painting. I start to think of things, or it comes along. But yeah, this was just super quick, just 3 girlies or guys, who knows, and their lips. I thought it was really cute, really fun. But yeah, and then this one I think I made this over summer, like before school started, and I didn't intend for this to look similar to me, but it does. I always end up painting my own face. I want it to look really like blotchy and like almost finger painted, so it's basically just an eye, because I'm one of those basic art girlies who can only paint eyes for some reason, because I don't know, I have no depth to me. But yeah, and then I just took the what's it called, the mixing knife, and just did red and white and like these stupid little stars. It's not even 50 because I didn't feel like it. And then I don't know if you can tell, but there's like blood splattered on it, which is basically like America be killing the black youth. Love that for us. And then this one is one of my favorite ones also. It was a print, actually, a easy cut print. So it's basically just this big block, almost like an eraser, and you like carve out like the negative, and then you put ink on it, or like, yeah, it's like almost like acrylic paint, and you press it down. And to create these, I literally have like tons of these because you can make them in like any color. I have one on a piece of fabric too. But yeah, but this one I think was the best outcome. I think, yeah, 1 out of 7. So I made 7 different versions of this. And yeah, she's a cute girl. And then this one, I feel is a little self-explanatory. I also hate this. She's so ugly. Fingers, where? What is that? Oh my god, they look like sausages. But, I literally popped these out one after the other because I did them all in a semester or 2. Because I had nothing. Like, a lot of people work through this like for a year or 2, like, and I had to do this along with doing other projects for that class and also being my senior year. But yeah, so oh my god, so ugly. Again with the eyes. What is, ew. I do like the hair. I do think I did the hair well. The nose, I don't know why she's so bulbous for anatomy. I don't know her. Oh my god. This one's called Innocent, and again with the complementary colors, red and green. It's just this little boy in I say convenience store, and he's just minding his own business, looking, and like it's like the concept of like when people or workers like are watching like black kids when they're in stores because they just assume they're gonna steal something or they're doing something shady, and yeah, this is that. And then I think in the back it says shoplifters will be persecuted. But yeah, this one, oh my god, I had an art show literally the day I was doing this, and so I did it the whole night before. I didn't sleep, went to my school, put up all my artwork, and I had an hour or two before the show, went back home, still haven't slept, and I finished it, and then I brought it back and pinned it up for the art show. It's again acrylic, and my art teacher like actually nicked it a little bit, so the paint came off there, but you know, what can you do? But yeah, I love this. I think it's a very powerful piece. Oh yes, this one was a collage. This is the only thing, actually no, this is one of the two things in my concentration that aren't acrylic, because I really just wanted to do a collage. I had already had kind of the idea in mind, and then I think, oh my god, this literally, okay, I don't know if you can tell, okay, there, it's a string, and then I have like this paper little stars here. But yeah, and it is called The Girl Can Dream, or American Dream, something like that. Something like that. But yeah, and then it says, this whole system is racist as hell. The whole damn system is racist as hell. And these are pictures from protests and things like that. But yeah, I wanted to be hopeful, but it kind of ended up being a little bit depressing, which is unfortunate, but whatever. You know, it is what it is. Oh, I get so upset about this one to this day still, because it literally is completely ruined. This one was at a district art show, so like it was in public, and I have these leaves that I painted. Like they were like a little less vibrant than this. They're more olive green, as I painted them and glued them on here, right? And because I didn't feel like finishing the bottom, and literally all these stupid little kids and ongoers ripped off the leaves or broke the leaves, so it's all destroyed at the bottom. But yeah, this is just a painting of a girl with bantu knots. Again, the visual element there. Yeah, and this is mine. It's kind of good for your concentration if you show a like flow, like a progression of something, like whether it be like time or age or something, you know what I mean? So this one was progression from like shame, like I said, to pride in being black and like accepting your culture. And this was towards the end of it, so the order I uploaded them in, this would be like in the last part. So this is the pride part. I literally had nothing else to put, and I was so exhausted, and I hate this picture, hate it so much. But I was like, you know what, I'm not making another painting, I just need something else to put in my concentration. So I made this my junior year or sophomore year, I can't remember, and it's called Maganda Ako, which is basically Tagalog for like beautiful, or I'm beautiful. And I'm half Filipino and half Jamaican, so I think it was my final actually for my sophomore or my junior year, and which was supposed to be self-portrait. But yeah, so that's me. My eyes are so far apart. Like who? Oh my god, so bad. And then it's just the Filipino flag, and then it's just a headscarf with the Jamaican flag colors on it. But it honestly does not even go with the concentration whatsoever. Like, I don't think it does. Visually, maybe just because I'm literally black, that's the only thing. But I think it's so ugly. And have never really used watercolor that often. I just do acrylic. And so I was having such a hard time getting a solid background. Like, it's so streaky, and I cannot get like the good dimensions, like in depth on the face. And oh my god, she's a nightmare. But onto my breath. There is one piece in there which was a Copic marker drawing of like a bone that I literally did in my sketchbook. I cut it out, taped it onto a black piece of paper, took a picture of it, and then put it in my breath, but I don't know where it is. I can't find it. I had no pictures of it. I looked at all my portfolios, no idea. Okay, so for the breath, it's like, honestly, this one is the easiest because you can take pieces that you've made before, but like obviously don't tell them. But yeah, it's like, I think it's supposed to be like, you can have up to a year ago, you can put pieces in. But I have literally things from my freshman year of high school in here. But yeah, so if you just want to be able to show what you can do and like this range of items you can work with, basically mediums you can work with. So for my first one, I did this. I went to go eat breakfast at this place called First Watch, and I took a picture from my photo class of this glass bottle and a glass cup for like the reflection and light, and then I ended up using that picture for this reference picture. It's charcoal, and this is only the third time I've used charcoal. It's not my favorite. I prefer paint, but you know, it's okay. She's okay, I guess. The reflection's kind of nice, but it still looks a little flat to me, you know. But it's called scratch board. I don't know if people even use this that often, but it's just something my teacher really liked to do because it's really fun. It's basically like, it's this paper with this film on top of it, this matte film that you like scratch away and to make a picture basically. But yeah, so this, I hated this also because it's just so basic. I don't like this. I mean, I think it's good, like objectively, but like it's not my style really. Like, this is very 2015, so wish it was 2015. But yes, it shows. This is like Tumblr girl picture right here. But yeah, my teacher freaking made me put this in there because she said that it's like unique, I guess. I don't know. This one is, oh my gosh, one of my favorites. It is a picture. I took a picture of an orange. I didn't know, grapefruit or orange, I don't actually remember, that I was eating, and I posted on Instagram, and then I was like, let me just paint it because I don't have any still life, which is, make sure you at least have one still life in your breath, because I don't know, they're like that, I guess. That's what my teacher told me. But yeah, so it's acrylic on cardboard, and it's just this painting of a half-peeled orange, and I really like it. And I don't really paint fruit, really. That's so random. So this is, I just call it you know, UGH, all capitals, exclamation point. And it was a drawing that I originally did in my sketchbook of Taeyong from NCT, this right here, and then I never finished it, and I was like, he looks kind of creepy, so I cut it out, and I pasted it onto this canvas that I like poured a whole bunch of really like liquidy paint on, almost like a dirty pour, but I didn't have like resin or anything like that. But yeah, and so then I just made this like almost tie-dye effect. But yeah, and then I just literally had to paint a body for him, but it's bad. But yeah, like, don't be afraid to experiment in your breath and stuff, because as long as you're showing them that you can do different things, that's pretty much all they care about. And then this one, I needed something for like ink or marker type thing, and it was actually a still life practice we did in my Art 1 class that it was in pencil, and I never finished it. So I just redid it in pen and put these two books, random books, and an apple back there, because the picture before only had these two bottles and the rose, and that was it. And I was like, honestly, it doesn't even matter. As long as they can see that I can draw with a pen, that's literally it. But yeah, I think I wanted to add more, but I honestly was getting kind of lazy and I kind of just ran out of time. I don't know what year this is from. I think this is my art one. This is the very first time I ever painted with acrylic. And yes, so it's just random picture that I found on probably Pinterest or Tumblr or something. And it's just this girly. That's it. And then this one, oh my gosh, one of my favorites is a drawing that I did of my little cousin. Her name is Ziva. And so I just drew this picture that I took her for my photo class again. And I did this in pencil and then painted the background. This is like the living room of my grandpa's house. Painted the background in watercolor. It wasn't really that important for me to do details on the background, like that wasn't the point. It was mainly just to show the pencil drawing and stuff. But yeah, she's a cute little 2-year-old. I don't know if she's 2 or 3. I'm so bad with knowing how old children are. They all look like 2 until they're like 10. So yeah, there's this little drawing of my favorite girl. It's kind of garbage, but you know, at least I did it. But yeah, it's honestly me just trying things out. I don't know how to like store or like display embroidery, honestly. And if anybody does, please comment down below because I don't know what to do with it. But I want to hang it up somewhere. I feel weird just like pinning it to the wall like this, you know? I don't know. But yeah, so it's just this succulent, I think, against this like plain background. And this one is just to show more, yeah, like the still life type of thing. I actually have, yeah, that piece, the bone, the Copic marker bone drawing, which I'm so upset that I can't find. Oh my god, my mouth is so dry from talking. Okay, so that is all for my AP Studio Art portfolio. If anybody has any questions or video ideas, I know this is a K-pop channel. I apologize. I was thinking of ranking all of the BTS songs, like this tier ranking list. If that sounds interesting, like this video or comment down below that you wanted to see that video or something like that. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll put my socials down in the description if you could give me a follow. But yeah, bye.